Welcome back to TFC Modcraft. Alright, well, I was just looking around down here in the power and fuel storage room and refinery area, and I noticed the refinery is showing blue. Those little moving pieces are blue, whereas before they were green. And that tells me that things I've added on there, they're draining enough power that it's 4 engines is not enough anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some more engines going down here. And I think what I'm going to do is just double it and put down 4 more. And beef up the power production that way. And that way the refinery can go full speed. The quarry will have a better shot at going full speed. So let's see. Alright, combustion engines. Give me 4 more of those. And let's see if I've got some waterproof pipe. Let me get some more. In fact, I better make up some more. Get some gold, get some glass. Alright. Alright, that'll be enough of that. The engines. Get me some red alloy wire. And I think that should pretty much be about it. Just hop down here. And yeah, I kind of opened this place up a little bit. And let's see. Yeah. Okay, I'll bring that. Let me run that one higher, I think. That'll do. Because I'm going to need to move this wire down here. Okay, that'll do. Open this up. Okay, waterproof pipe here. Extend the water line for cooling. Extend the fuel line. Pop down the engines. Wrench them around. No, well, fudge. I forgot the wooden pipes. Okay, the new engines are running, and not only that, but I decided to add yet another 4, because even after that new 4 engines got in there, this thing is still sitting there running slow at blue level instead of green like it was running before. And despite of that fact that there is now 12 of these engines running, it's not running like it should. And then it occurred to me. The problem is that these 2 engines were able to power the quarry at full speed by themselves. But when hooked in with all the rest of these, all of them, including these 2, are feeding power up through that power teleport. And what that means is I need to move at least one of these engines and arrange to have 2, possibly 3 dedicated just to the refinery, and a physical gap between them and the rest in terms of the power pipes, so that the quarry and the farms don't suck the power away from the refinery. So, the only downside is I'm going to lose the fuel in whatever engine I move. But that can't be helped. Grab the power teleport. And move that one. Assuming I can get it. Okay. And I'm just going to move it right over here. Let's see. I'm out of waterproof. I've got some more stored, but yeah, I'll just have to go get it here in a minute. And wooden pipe. And wrench it around. Hook up by that. And now let's check here. Yeah, look at this. Now it's all green and it's moving a lot faster. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, get a waterproof pipe, hook up the fuel line for this, and see how that works out. Here we go. Hook up the fuel. Alright, water tank is full. Let's load it up. Yeah, the redstone signal. Oh boy. Okay, I just realized I had a simpler solution than all of that. I got the red alloy wire. Just take it up here, around this way. It's roundabout, but it works. And actually, that works even better. Or just as good without being up here where you can trip on it. Okay, that's going. Those two are exclusively powering the refinery. Now let's get my teleport pipe. Get that back on here. Set that to frequency 1. Receive false. Bang. The rest of these are powering the refinery and the farms. And I'm falling in the pumps again. And yes, I got more pumps because I have learned in the past that for every 3 combustion engines, you want one of these pumps. That pretty much guarantees enough cooling for all of them. Since I've got 12 combustion engines running here now. Yeah. Alright, this seems to be working. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarry's going just a little faster. And in fact, I'm going to go run out and take a look. This thing is decidedly moving quite a bit faster. Good. That is excellent. Alright, now I am going to go ahead and do a bit of exploration. There's some things out here in the world that I want to find a few of, specifically beehives. So I'm going to duck in here. I'm going to make up a few scoops. Let's see, we've got some wool. Okay. Got a mess of sticks. And get a scoop or 3 made up. I'm making up a few of them because they don't have the greatest amount of durability in the world. So, yeah. And let's see, let's throw some of this stuff away, put it away, whatever, I don't need it. And, alright, now, get
get some daylight, and then I'm going to fly around and see if I can find a variety of beehives. I've gotten a few right over there in the desert, these modest ones. And, oh, I had a scoop in there. Well, but there are several other varieties that I need to find. And so I'm going to fly around, see what I can find, and then I want to get started with some of the beginnings of bee breeding.
Alright, so I'm flying back towards home, and what do I find but would you look at this? This huge, humongous area of taint. That's what this purple stuff is. It is just tainted lands. Let's see, does it change the biome? I know in more modern versions it changes the biome. And no, it doesn't. Okay. But the land just becomes all corrupted and twisted, and it can, I know in later versions it can spawn things that will actually attack. Ooh. Ooh, that thing just spewed out a bunch of taint into the air. And, yeah, okay, this is one of these, that's an obelisk, another Thaumcraft thing. And there is a way to open this up and get down into several rooms down below the ground. But, just picked up a cactus there. And, I don't know if the tainted ground is coming from that thing or what. This is not the first one of these areas I've seen like this either. I've seen a couple of others, and it was just amazing how fast it was spreading. And, you know, this stuff, if it's not checked, if it's not stopped, it will eventually devour vast tracts of land, and possibly even an entire world, I would think. I don't know. Not really for sure. But I'm pretty sure Thaumcraft gives us a way to combat the stuff and fight it. And so I'm going to head back to base, and I think I need to get cracking on Thaumcraft. So as soon as I get some daylight, I'm going to get up there and start putting together a Thaumcraft research lab. Hopefully it won't be a 9x9 on a stick floating in the air, but we'll see. All right. Well, here we go. Perfect. Well, not quite perfect, but a good octagon-shaped marble platform on which to build the Thaumcraft base. Okay, I need to check something real quick. It looks like everything's working. Okay. I had a little problem recently with record not wanting to actually record. Alright. Go ahead and drop one of these here temporarily. And let's see. Yeah, ender pearls, diamonds, and iron. Alright, there's some iron. There's some diamonds. I even have some ender pearls. Alright. I'm actually only going to make a couple of these. Okay. Throw these back in here. Now what I need to do is, I think I'm going to clear out a space back here. Destruction catalyst. Ramp that thing up one notch.
that should do. And I'm going to throw the portal spawner right there. Let's make it the purple color. And then back here, I need to put a wireless redstone receiver. And then right here, I think in front of it, a pressure plate, and under the pressure plate, have it trigger a wireless redstone transmitter to fire up the other one. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What have I got for components? Yeah, okay. Transmitter. Alright, that's simple enough. Receiver. Pretty much about the same-ish kind of thing. Alright, I'm going to take a few minutes and get these made up, and we'll get it in place. Alright, let's see if I can get this done right. Let's see. The receiver here needs to point that way, and this one will be frequency 1. Oh yeah, let's use this. Alright, value 1, and that's base to thumb for number 1. And down here we put a transmitter. And let's see. There should be some stone over here. Pressure plate. Alright, and this one needs to transmit on 2, and I've got this wrong. Yeah, I do. The names are wrong. Let's from thumb to base. There. And now on frequency 2 is base to thumb. And set that. Alright, go ahead and plug that. Throw a torch in there and plug that up. I'll fix that later. Now use this one. Let me get another pressure plate. Or another couple of stone anyway. Use this. Get through here. And put a temporary one here. Just in case I foul it up. Okay. On this side, back there, a receiver. Pointed that way. And we want from base to thumb to activate it. Yeah, that way the pressure plate on the other end will open this one so that I can come through. Then on this end, there, that's better. Now here, a transmitter, Thaum to base. Hello. I think I'm going to have to double check my frequencies, but that doesn't seem quite right. Let's throw down pressure plate here and see if... Oh, let's put the portal spawner up. And this one gets to be that color. Alright. Let me take a minute and go back and forth and fix the frequencies. I think I've got something backwards. Okay, took me a little while of messing around with it. Exactly how long, I'm not going to say, but it was embarrassing. But I got it working. And basically, the problem I had was that I had the transmitter underneath too close to the spawner. And when this transmitter came on, it fired the spawner up, and when it wasn't supposed to. See, this one fires up this one, and this one is supposed to fire up the one on the other end when you stand on the pressure plate. And the positioning was causing it to have a bad signal in there somewhere. But now I can just go ahead and fill this in. Go ahead and swap that out for smooth stone. Fill this in. And I also move this one out of the hallway, but out of the corridor a little bit. Just to get it a little bit less awkward. Now I can walk through here. Bang. And then on this end. Yeah. The only thing is that doing this meant having this hanging down below, because it needed a place for this stuff to be. Not ideal. I'll have to see if I can manage to make it look better. And now I can go ahead and close that one. And I won't have to have an active portal gun portal when there isn't one being used, because now I've got one that just comes here and only opens when it's needed to. And yeah, that's great. So now I want to get a few things together. Granted, probably not a whole lot of few things, but well, no, not all of these. Let's say half of each kind that I have. Half of each full stack. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Okay, and a few of these, a couple of those, a few, well, some zombie brains, why not? And I can throw some of this cobble away. Let's not get rid of everything in here. All right, now I can head back here. Let's see, I'm going to need a little bit of gold. And, well, let me just look it up. This thing. The pronunciation has always been difficult for this one. Caesium is what it looks like to me. You tell me if you know better. Alright, miscellaneous, feather, ink sac, out of room, put away the marble, feather, ink sac, and a glass bottle. glass bottles. Alright, feather, ink sac, glass bottles. Oh, of course. You would want something I didn't pick up. Feather and the stone. There we are. The Q thing. Casetum, whatever. It's easier. I'll have to admit, it is very easy. A whole lot more easy to just say Q block. Because I trip over that every single time. And I'm going to start out by just throwing this thing down here. As I understand, it doesn't need any power. Actually, what it does need is bookcases, like a vanilla enchanting table. So let's roughly center of the place. All right, like that. There. This is where the research happens, and I need to get a chest and bring some supplies over here. Okay, let's throw a few things down here. Alright. Alright, throw that down there. And books. I'm gonna need, let's see, a bunch of, let's see, paper's not a problem. Leather, I have one. I have to put up a cow farm. Okay, what? Oh, that's right. This is before leather was part of the book's recipe. All right. I'll take that. I got some more paper in here. Well, I have a whole lot of this stuff. Oh, that's right. Alright, let's just throw the leather back in there since we don't need it. And let me request for myself logs. Any old crap ton of them. And as soon as I have these, I'll head back to the Thaumcraft area and set up some books. Bookshelves even. Okay, so here we are, and I've got 30 bookshelves. So let's set these up. It's the same way you would set up the enchanting table back when. And there is something later on from Thaumcraft that will actually work better than the bookshelves, but this will do for now. And just like for the time being, torches will do for lighting, but that is not always going to be the case. Absolutely. Alright. Okay, we see runes flying into it. There's our interface. We throw paper up here and material to research in here, which basically could be cobblestone or anything. You know, I could throw cobblestone in here, and it's attempting to research. We've got like a 1% chance of success and a 75% chance of loss that will lose the item. It's apparently destructively researching. This mechanic was never really quite fully explained
as to why it's like that. I understand basically how it works. But basically, you let it research enough materials, and sooner or later, one of these pieces of paper will fall down here and become a theory, which can then be researched further to produce a discovery. And the discoveries, of course, are what makes things work. Alright, now we can do things better than just throwing some cobblestone in there. For example, I could throw some books down here to boost it a little bit. 11% chance with books in there. But eventually, yeah. And of course, the more valuable something is, the more likely you are to get some kind of research result out of it. So let's try throwing some of these crystals in here. 17% to 75. And this can take a long time, and you could, for example, just make it a point to every time you come around, throw a stack of cobblestone on there, and so on. Personally, I think I want to try to use something a little bit more valuable than cobblestone, although not necessarily a royal ton of these crystals. Okay, hold it, stop. We got a fragment of lost knowledge. Alright, let's see if we get anything from that. 37% success chance. Theory, shovel of renewal, difficulty hard. And now that goes over here, and it needs to basically be researched successfully 5 times. And there's 1. And so on. And that can take a while, so I'm going to let this go, and I'll come back when it finishes or disappears. Okay. Discovery, shovel of renewal. And let's see. You can now make a shovel. This is a pretty powerful one, though. Shovel of Renewal. I don't remember if the modern versions of Thaumcraft have that particular one, but I think they've got one like it. Also, okay, it digs a 3x3. Also effective at removing tainted ground. Yeah, well, that's good. There's a lot of tainted ground that I've seen. Let's see. I forget if this version used the same routine for getting the Thaumanomicon as others. But let's find out. Wait a minute. There's no wands in this one, is there? Oh, for crying out loud. Can you believe that? I know there's some means to get the Thaumanomicon, because you need that in order to keep track of one's research. Oh, not that one. That one. And there. There we go. Fragments of knowledge. No, there's got to be another way to do that. Okay. I'll have to look that up. In any event, I know the time is running long. I am going to spend a little bit of time here looking up how to get the Thaumanomicon, and then getting it, and then doing a load of research just to get sort of a step on this, because I want to get past the drive you out of your mind part of it. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am out of here.